The Tinkerbell Phenomenon. Evidence documented and video produced by the Search for Spirits Paranormal Investigation Team. The Tinkerbell effect describes things that are thought to exist only because people believe in them. We refer to what you will see in this video as the Tinkerbell phenomenon because we have documented evidence of several rare winged elementals taped during 3 different investigations. At first it looks like an ordinary orb coming from the back room. Starting at about door handle height, it raises up to about the height of a head. At that point you can almost see the little wings, and then it shoots off across the room.
I mean, it does look like a fairy. I mean, you call it Tinkerbell, and that's what it looks like on the screen, the way it flits. And you can actually see its wings, so, I mean, that's always a potential.
Right. Because there is the one image where, you literally, well, in more than one image where you see the body, and then it looks like a little wing shooting off of the back of the body.
Absolutely. So it's reminiscent of how a fairy flies, like you say Tinkerbell, and that's what it looks like, the way it flits. It does its little darting about.
Right. Because, shoots back and forth, quick, almost 180-degree turns, back and forth. That one image of it flying towards the ceiling is a clear example that it's not a moth flying there. It's not any other kind of insect that you or I can identify.
Right.
It's not a fuzz. It's not a moth. I mean, you go down the list. I cannot put a name onto that thing other than the fact that it's unexplainable, and it looks to me like a fairy.
At your lower right hand corner of the film here, you're going to see a orb shoot by. There it goes. And immediately following it, another orb is going to rise straight up from that same area. There it is. It's heading off to the right. It's going to take a very sharp cut to the left. Like that. And now it's going to take another sharp one to the right. This is not an insect. This is not the usual orb. This is unexplainable and possibly a winged elemental. We are about to enter this room when a couple orbs shoot into the room ahead of us and appear to go into hiding. Slowing this down once again, you'll see the 2 orbs enter the room. One will curve off and go for the closet. The other one heads off to the left and disappears as if hiding in the curtains. They move very smoothly like birds. Looking at this again and knowing that it can't be a bug or a piece of dust, I can't get over how deliberate their movement is to get to their hiding spots. Almost an intelligent movement. You're probably thinking that isn't much for evidence, but the best is yet to come.
You had went and turned on the living room light. The light was on.
The one where it swooped out of the light in the bedroom. And
yeah, and it came down.
Out the door.
Right. And that was after the light was on. I think that's why we had such a unique shadow with that one. So instead of being like a light, that one image is a shadow. And that really offers a different perspective, which I'm glad we got that image.
It does.
Slowing this way down, you can clearly see wings as it passes by the door. Playing it again, I'm watching the natural swoop from the ceiling on down as it levels out. Looks just like a bird. Our thoughts based on these clips and the other orb activity that we had encountered.
But I think Tinkerbell is an apt description for it right now.
I think so. I think,
the way it acts.
Having a elemental, winged elemental, something that just kind of bounces around the house, does its own thing, is curious, but yet avoids you.
Yep.
And
looks a little playful.
Yeah, it looks playful, but as I've talked to some, they say that elementals aren't all like friendly. They may not all be friendly. They may have different personalities as well, per se, where some may be more mischievous,
Yeah.
and others might be just playful. So there might be a thin line there too.
If I were watching this for the first time, I'd be asking, have the residents seen anything? Flying bugs, orbs, other flying objects?
They have not seen anything flying around. They've not noticed anything day or night. They went into the room, shook all the curtains up. They went through the clothes and shook all the clothes up, and were unable to identify an actual physical species of bug or large pieces of dust or feathers or you name it. There was nothing they could find that identified itself as something that we were seeing in the images on the video cameras.
At this point, I want to add that this phenomenon was not just at the one location.
A very similar experience of a winged-like orb that dropped down from the ceiling and then shot off as if caught in a breeze almost. But, we looked that one over quite a few times too. Again, we talked about, well, what if a piece of dust or a piece of insulation, something, a feather, piece of light cardboard, paper, a lot of things are going to wave as they come down, they're going to waver, and this thing comes down, just like a plane.
As steady as ever.
Yep, steady, smooth, unexplainable.
It looks very light, but it comes down purposefully like a heavy object, just
right
moving. And then when it hits that level of the chairs, then it moves
off to the side.
Off to the side.
Slowing it way down once again. Watch the right side coming down from the top. An orb-like object appears. Looking closely, it appears like there's wings out to each side. It's coming in very smoothly, straight down, deliberate. It gets down to about the tops of the chairs, and then it'll start swinging to your left. And though the light is there, it makes it a little hard to see, but it goes about 3 to 4 chairs before it dissipates, and I can't see where it went after that. But it's a very clear image of some type of winged type orb that I cannot explain by any other definition of something that would be falling from that ceiling. Here are a couple still shots we pulled from the video. Still not the easiest to see, but offers a little different perspective. I mentioned elementals, which are presumed mythical beings of old folklore. Maybe not in this case. They're nature spirits of the earth, water, air, and fire. Only if you happen to see one, may you believe.
So it's interesting. How long have they been in this area? Why are they in this area? That's a question I can't answer either.
Elementals are known to stay well off the beaten path. They don't like people that much, but perhaps they may follow and linger in areas near major natural corridors, like the Mississippi River.
I mean, we're not here to tell anybody that a fairy is real per se, but we have some evidence from an investigation, from more than one investigation, that identifies some type of orb, light type species that we can't identify. It's something beyond the human realm, and we're very interested in hearing what other people have to say about it.
Absolutely.